Good morning. I'm Corrie and I was part of the founding members of Mission Ministries Philippines. In the next few minutes, I'd like to explain a tool called SWOT, which means Strength, Weaknesses, Opportunities, and Threats Analysis. This is a tool that we use in order for us to determine the specific what we call strategic choices or strategic options when we try to discern what kind of choices we as an organization would make in order that we can be more effective and efficient in implementing our programs. So SWOT is simply a simple tool, and first we start with what is called external analysis, which is an activity where we analyze the external factors in the environment of MMP. And then we do an internal analysis where we determine our strengths and our weaknesses. In the external analysis, we do like what is called an environmental scanning. We determine what are our opportunities and our threats. And then once we have determined our external analysis, and after we have determined our external analysis, we do what is called determining our strategic options. So let me just go one by one how we determine our external analysis. First, when we were planning our early childhood development programs, we did a environmental scanning. And also I did some research. I was doing my master's then in social development. And we found out as a team that we have a high demand in our context for preschools. So there was a high demand for preschools because we got so many children. And then we have low supply of preschools. We had high demand for training, especially teachers and administrators. And we find out that we have lots of collaborators, the churches, the NGOs that were demanding preschools. We also discovered that the parents and the teachers wanted some kind of an integration of the Christian values into the curriculum. So these are just some of the examples of the opportunities that we saw when we were doing our external analysis. Now, we also assess what is called threats. And threats are things that, would hamper our effort to pursue early childhood education. So, for example, since we were already experiencing what is called donor fatigue, that is a threat for our survival. And then there was a sense of apathy by some parents to participate in the program. We experienced lack of discipline of some of the parents in paying their fees. And there was, at that time, a dearth of qualified teachers when we were starting our program. So this is an external analysis which we did as a team. Okay? And then as a team, we went through a process of identifying our organizational strengths and our weaknesses. So now, by the way, we did this in the early 2000s when we had already about a few years of doing preschool. Now, our strengths at that time was MMP was starting to be recognized as an expert in early childhood education. A lot of our churches and partner organizations were affirming that we have quality training and we have a very good resource products and services. Because part of our products and services included workbooks, teachers' manuals, books that we produce on parenting, and other materials that we were producing, like the curriculum for teachers. And then we have, at that time, already established a network of donors. And we had existing networks of partner schools and NGOs, and we were enjoying a good reputation as a mission organization that's an expert in early childhood. And then as a team, we look at the weaknesses that we have internally, and we found out we had lack of qualified staff. We decided to invest in our staff, but because we found out we had the weaknesses is the lack of qualified staff. We have relatively low level of resources compared to our vision, and we realized that some of our policies on partnership needed more clarity and consistently. Okay, so after we have done an external analysis and an internal analysis, okay, we would then get into what we call the strategic options.